I've been obsessed with this dish for over a couple of decades now, and I can still remember my very first bite and how genuinely blown away I was by its vibrant flavors. The bright acidity of the lime, paired with the depth and umami of the fish sauce, makes for a truly incredible dish. This is chicken Laab, and today we're gonna make it in less than half an hour. So do me a favor and make sure you like, comment, share, and save this video. Alright y'all, remember to wash your hands. Now the first thing we'll do is make our toasted rice powder. So to a dry pan on medium heat, we'll add a couple tablespoons of uncooked sticky rice grains and 2 or 3 lime leaves. We're going to toast the rice for about 5 to 7 minutes or until the grains turn a golden brown color. We'll discard the lime leaves and let this sit for a minute to cool, and then we'll add our toasted rice into a spice grinder and blend that until it turns into a coarse powder. And alternatively, you can use a mortar and pestle. And if you want to save a little bit of extra time, you can also buy the pre-made version instead. But in my opinion, the flavor and texture you get from making it yourself is honestly incomparable. Now once we have that done, we'll set that aside and get the rest of our prep work done. And today we're going to serve our Laab with a variety of vegetables. So first I have some green leaf lettuce, and we'll just give that a nice rinse to get rid of any dirt. And we'll dry them off before serving. Then I have some cucumbers, and to make this extra aesthetic, I'm going to use this Kiwi branded peeler and cut some strips along the side lengthwise. Then we'll take our cucumbers and cut that on a slight bias. And you already know, anytime we have cucumbers, we have to pay the cucumber tax. Now for our cabbage, we'll remove some of the outer layers first, cut that in half, and then each half into thirds. We'll keep the core intact to make sure that it holds together. And honestly, with most of my recipes or anything I eat at home with raw fruits and vegetables, I always make sure my doggos get some healthy treats, and they just happen to like cabbage too. Next I have a large shallot, and a red onion also works great in this recipe. But all I'm going to do is cut the shallot along the grain into strips. And cutting it this way keeps more of the shallot cell membranes intact so that it holds its firm texture better and also has a more mild flavor. And this next part is optional, but if you want to reduce that raw onion bite even further, you can soak it in some cold water for about 5 minutes before draining. Next up, I have some green onions and cilantro, and we'll finally chop up both. And if you like this recipe and you want to learn how to make more of your favorite Asian dishes, make sure you subscribe and turn on your notifications to stay up to date on all my latest posts. And the last part of our prep is removing the mint leaves from the stems. And I like keeping the mint leaves whole, but for the larger leaves, we'll cut them in half. With that done, set all of your herbs and veggies aside for now, and we'll cook our chicken. To a pan on medium heat, we'll add in a splash of oil, and then I'm going to add in a pound of ground chicken, preferably dark meat. Then using a spatula or wooden spoon, we'll start to break down the large clumps of chicken. And I'm not looking to brown the chicken at all, and I want to keep this pretty light, so I'm going to add in about a 1/4 cup of water, and we'll season that gently with a pinch of salt. Continue to cook the chicken for about 5 to 7 minutes or until cooked through. Just allow the water to reduce and evaporate, otherwise discard the excess liquid to ensure that the chicken doesn't dry out. Now this recipe is super versatile and you can replace the chicken with pork, beef, fish, tofu, or honestly anything you want. Now once your chicken is cooked through, we'll set that aside to cool down while we make the last component of our dish, the sauce to bring it all together. Now to a small bowl, I'm gonna add in 2 tablespoons of high quality fish sauce like Dear Mum. And if you wanted this recipe to be super authentic, you can also use padek instead for that extra funk. Now, sugar is non-traditional in Laab, but I do like the balance, so we'll add in a teaspoon of sugar here. To that, we'll add in the juice of 2 limes. Now, this is also non-traditional, but this is my recipe and I like it, so I'm gonna add in a tablespoon of garlic as well. To finish our sauce, we'll add in a tablespoon of this crushed dried Thai chili. Give that a good mix, and then it's time to put it all together. Now to a big mixing bowl, we'll add in the ground chicken, our shallots, green onions, cilantro, and mint leaves. To that, we'll add in some of our sauce, and you can add as much or as little of the sauce as you want. We'll give that a good mix, and then the final touch is adding some of our toasted rice powder, and then it's time to plate. Now to a serving plate or platter, we'll add some of our lettuce, a wedge of our cabbage, and then we'll arrange some of our cucumbers on the plate. Add our chicken lap right on top. Finish with some more toasted rice powder and garnish with a mint leaf or 2. And just like that, you've made an incredible chicken lap at home. As always, the recipe and measurements are on my blog at feedthepudge.com. And if you've made it this far, let me know in the comment section, what was the last dish that genuinely blew you away? Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoy.